Good morning, everyone. It is Brenda here for Stamplicity, and welcome to Fun Friday. All right, as promised, I told you I would tackle one of these folios to show you how quick it really is to create these folios. So let's just backtrack a little bit. I'm going to just talk about the product in case you missed happy hour yesterday, where we kind of introduced these folios. This is a product from Craftreat. And they have many different folios there, and they're quick and simple. And I showed a bunch of them yesterday, so I'm just going to bring them back onto camera to kind of just explain to them. Now, they are kits. Some of them you will get three album kits in one package, one in black, one in white, one in craft. Some of them are more intensive, so that you will only get one kit um, per package. So it depends on which kit you purchase and how many there are in there. But this is the accordion one. And this one is probably one of the easiest ones to make. No, this is not the accordion one. This is the accordion one. What I love about this is everything is cut and scored for you in the package. It also includes the magnets as well, so you can have those magnetic closures. And they have written instructions as well as picture instructions as well. So really easy to follow. So like this is the accordion one. You open, maybe I had it the wrong way. You open it up and then you have the accordion flip inside, really quick and simple. And I will tell you how simple this was. This was just my kind of demo one. All right. And then this one comes with three in a package. So I had Michelle whip one up on the weekend. And honestly, this took her from start to finish less than 2 hours. And that is putting the album together and then cutting all the papers and then embellishing. All right. So a really quick and simple, but this is the accordion one. So you can see that it opens up and then we have the flip outs on one side and then the flip outs on the other side. Super simple. So anyone that loves to make mini albums, your life just got easier. Just saying. All right, so that's the accordion one. This one here is a little bit of a bigger one. This is the gatefold one. Again, all your magnets will come in there, but look at this one. This one is pretty awesome because you're going to have waterfalls on each of the little gatefold flaps when you open it up. Then you have a little flip page here that's got large tags in there, and those tags come in there as well. Then you open up that little page. There's a little pocket here with a magnetic closure. Then we have another page here with those large tags. You're going to flip that open. Then you have a little flip here, a pocket here, and then you get another little mini pocket here with tags. So lots of flips and flops and um, pockets and such. I love these ones. Now, you'll notice mine look like a little squashed and flimsy. That's because they were packed in a box from the show on the weekend, so they got a little squished. All right, yours will withstand and be a little bit more square than what you see here. All right, then this one here, I think is the wallet fold one. Again, really quick, and I think you get one of each of the colors in this one. You open this one up, all right. Then you've got two little flip out accordions on the top and bottom. Each of them have a pocket, super sweet, all right. And then this one here, oh my gosh, this one's amazing. This one is the expanding folio. It's compact. I think I put this together wrong. I folded it together wrong. No, I had it right. Okay, so this one is pretty compact. It will allow for some bulk in there, all right? And you'll understand why. It does have a belly band, all right? So this one here, when you open it up, I don't have a bigger, I need a bigger table for this one. They will have four kind of little flip outs, all right, from the main body. On the center of it, we'll have this kind of waterfall, all right? So lots of great opportunities, but 3x4s and such there. And then each of these little flip outs will flip out even more. So all of them will flip out the same way, all right? They will open up. All right, so you can see you can incorporate a lot in these ones. So much fun, great little album, just I love it. So each of these flip outs will flip out just like this one. I don't have enough room on my desk to show you that all, but lots and lots of opportunity for photo ops and decorating. And this one here, once you get all your pictures in there, the bulk will kind of or the album will kind of bulk up, and it will fill up nicely. All right. Now, I do recommend any of these not to use a lot of foam adhesive in the inside, because then it becomes too bulky. All right. So just use foam adhesive on the outside to decorate. All right. So that was just a few that I showed you yesterday. So now I'm going to show you how easy it is to put together. Now, this is a Dreamer folio. This one is going to be a simple one, just like the accordion one. I have not done this one. I have not opened the package. I have not done, this is my first attempt doing this one. I really wanted to kind of show you how easy it is. So this can go two ways. It will go wonderfully, or I will like muck it up and then it won't work out. But these are really truly easy. All right. So the Dreamer folio is kind of, it's got a flip out accordion on the top, two flip out pages that have gatefold pages on there. Right. There is 3 projects in one. What does that mean? You're going to get 3 of these album bases. So you're going to get one in black, one in craft, and one in white. Like I said, each of the folios differ in what you get in the package. So let's open this up and let's put one together. So good morning to everyone that is tuning in. All right, let's do this. This is the Dreamer folio. All right, so when you open up the package, you will have your little magnets here. All right, so make sure you've locate that if the magnets are included and put them in a safe spot. All right, so I think I am going to do, what color should I do? I'm going to do the black one. Just so that I think the adhesive will show a little bit better on camera where I'm putting adhesive. So I'm just going to grab all the black components. So everything will be cut to size and everything will be scored. Hopefully you can see all the score lines there. So that is awesome. All right, so you don't have to worry about that. I'm going to put that to the side. And then on the inside of the packaging, here is the step-by-step instructions, all right, which I love. Simple written instructions and then pictures as well. Now, when you do these folios, it's best to have your pattern papers and such ready to go, because you need to actually put your pattern papers on before you start attaching the album together. Because I'm just doing a little sample for the store just to see, so that people can see how the album works, I'm not going to do the pattern papers, but it will even tell you what size pattern papers you do. They keep it really simple. So I'm going to start at the first one here. So let me just get that. We'll leave that there so you guys can see that. I'm going to grab my pieces. All right. So we've got little pieces here. We've got larger pieces here. And then we've got this little piece here, which I don't know what it's for, but I'm sure I will find out. And then we've got our main piece. All right. So according to the first one, we're going to fold along the scored lines of the die cut pieces. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I'm just going to use the picture as reference on how to fold this one. So I can see that the little flap is there. And bone folder is going to be your friend with this. You really want to crisp these up. And even if you fold them the wrong way, no worries. I mean, they're score lines, all right? You'll be able to fold them up. What I do is when I do this, crisp up one of those score lines, I just make sure everything is square, all right? All right, and let's do this one. All right, so the first one is done. All right. Now, in my next instruction, it says glue the 4x6 pattern papers on either side of the accordion die cut piece. This is the accordion die cut piece. Now, it's always good to refer back to the picture here, because this accordion piece is going to flip up. So if you're using pattern papers that have a direction to it, you want to make sure you cut your papers in the right direction. So this one is actually going to flip up. So all your papers that you will put on here are wanting to be horizontal for that. All right. So just a little note on that. Okay. So I'm not doing pattern papers. So now I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one, and it says stick the accordion piece to the base piece. Now I have not folded this one, so I better do that. All right. So again, this is your base piece. The score lines are on there. See, I already messed up. I was supposed to fold along all the die cut pieces. I didn't do that. I'm just going to do it as I go. I thought it was just the first one because that's all that was pictured there. All right. So again, I make sure everything is square when I go ahead and crisp up those score lines. Good morning, everyone. I actually made it to a fun Friday. Last few weeks have been just a little chaotic here with lots of things going on. So it seems like I haven't done a fun Friday for a while. So, all right. So this is my base piece. All right. And now we're going to go ahead and stick the base piece onto the, I just got to make sure I have orientation right here. Doo-doo. So I always refer to the front page too, because sometimes the pictures. So this one here, I wanted to show you the base page here. You'll notice that the spines, you have one wider one and one narrower one. So I always double check to see on the front here which orientation should be, because it can get a little complicated. So I can see that the wider one is on the left hand side. So that's how I have that. So always refer back to the pictures. All right. So then we're going to go ahead and attach our accordion. All right. So our accordion is going to attach here and it's going to flip up. So this little tab here, I'm going to fold the other way because I had it not folded the right way. We want it in the inside. And I use double-sided tape. All right. So I'm just going to use my sequin tape here. And I'm just going to put here. Now, if you're a person that likes to use a sequin and glue, you can definitely do that. I'm just going to use the sequin or the Be Creative tape, and we're going to do that. All right. So you do you. I just like using the double-sided tape. This is a good strong tape. So I'm going to take the release off now, and now this is going to go right. You're going to kind of frame this in. And this is hard when you have the camera right in your view here. You're going to frame this in between the two score lines along the top edge. So just bear with me as I put this down, and hopefully my head doesn't get in the way of the camera. Sorry if you get like a hair shot. All right, so there is that. I've just attached that, and then I'm going to take my bone folder and just really make sure it's good adhesion on there. All right, so that is on there now. All right, so don't worry about this little tab, because now you're going to be decorating this one. You will be putting your pattern paper on there and it will cover that tab. But there is our little accordion, and if all goes well, this will close. All right, so everything is cut perfectly, which this I love. All right, so there is that. Okay, let's go to the next part. We have that attached. All right, and then it says glue 3x4 pattern papers on either side of the gatefold pieces. These are the gatefold pieces. All right, these little 3x4s. So at this time, you would cut your 3x4s. You would mount them on here. I'm going to go ahead and just fold along the score lines. These are so easy to put together. Once you put one together, it becomes really simple. All right. The first one's always like, anytime you do anything the first time, it's always awkward. But once you get that under your belt, then they are easy to do. All right. So I've done that. Okay. We're going to pretend I put the pattern papers on. And now we're going to go ahead and attach the gatefold pieces on either side of the base piece. All right. So again, this is the base piece. So we're going to open that up. Again, I'm going to make sure things are the right way. All right. And these pieces now are going to go on either side on here. So we're going to attach one on the left and one on the right. All right. So I'm going to do the outer one first. And I butt it up as best I can to the edges, not going over the score line. All right. So this one here, can I fit this size tape on there? No, I'm going to go down one size. One moment. Just let me go down to the next size of tape. All right, so let's just put all our adhesive on. Oh, my adhesive got a little wonky here. Somehow it doubled up on me. That's okay. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put all my adhesive on my little tabs here. I ran out of adhesive on that one. That's why it doubled up on me. Okay, you might spend a better time on your adhesive than me. I am really just doing a quick job here. Um, but you would have it like going a little bit closer to the edges probably. Um, All right, there we go. Okay, so let's start attaching this. So I'm going to take the backings off and I'm going to start on the outer edge of the right-hand side. And I'm just going to line that up right to the edge. And I'm going to center it top to bottom because it's not the exact size of the base. All right, there's probably like 1/32 of an inch top and bottom. All right, so that is on. Then I'm going to take the second one and I'm going to do the other side. And this one here, I'm going to line up right to the score line, but don't go past that score line. All right. So there we go. And that has now been attached. I'm going to take my bone folder here and I'm just going to burnish that so that we have good adhesion. And now we've created our little gatefold on this side. Now we're going to take the other side and do the same thing. All right, so I'm going to take one of our little 3x4s. I'm going to start on the outside one, stick that down, and then we will do the next one. Again, don't go past that score line. Shadow there, I can't see the score line. All right, so that is right up to the score line. All right, so there is that one. All right, and I'm going to give that a little burnish. All right, so now we have our two gatefolds on either side. All right, and then the last part of this is you're going to glue your 4x6 papers on the rest of the elements here. So you're going to glue a 4x6 here, a 4x6 here, and a 4x6 here. And then fold the right side of the base piece to the center. So this is the right side. So you would fold this. You're going to start putting pattern papers here. Then you're going to do the pattern papers here. Oop, let's do this. Don't forget, you're going to need pattern papers here as well. All right, so this is going to now fold in. This is going to now fold in. And now we have our little lovely album. All right, quick and simple. All right, now let's do our magnetic closures now. All right, so the magnets are really, really thin, which is awesome. Okay, so you're going to have 3 magnets in here because this contains 3 kits for 3 albums. All right, so you're going to need the larger one and then a smaller one. And this is for the little attachment. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put these back in the Ziploc bag so I don't lose them. And the best way to put these on is using glue dots. That's just me. That's the way I like it. So what we need is, this is where this comes in place. This is the little wraparound and you're going to have the magnet on there. This is going to hold it, the closure. All right, that's what this piece is for. All right, so basically there's going to be, we're going to attach that on the back and then that's going to hold the front and this is going to hold the album. All right, so we're going to, I might be going off from the instructions, but I'm just going to do my thing here. So I'm going to add adhesive on the wide part or the longer part of our little closure here. That's going to attach to the back. And you want to do this before you put the pattern paper on for the front and the back covers. All right, so let's do that. So then we're just going to kind of put this in the center. I'm going to eyeball it. All right, score line right on the there. All right, so that's going to attach that. So now we can put our magnet on. So this is how I like to do my magnet. First, I'm going to put the little guy on here now. So I'm going to use a smaller, I have the micro ones and the large ones. I don't have the ones in between. So we're just going to work with what we have here. It's a brand new box. All right, here we go. There we go. Oh, this one might be okay. All right, so I just put the little glue dot behind there. And then I'm going to stick that in the center of this little tab on the inside. All right, so there is that. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my larger magnet, I'm going to connect that, and I'm going to center it on there as best I can. And then now I'm going to take a larger glue dot, except that one did not come off. There we go. And I'm going to stick that on the back of it, peel off. All right. And now I'm going to square up my album. All right. And then I'm going to just wrap this around. All right. And then once I have it all squared up, oopsie. All right, it went down. It just went down there. So now that will attach and hold that. All right. So I think I could have had that moved over a little bit. It stuck down too quickly for me. So I'm going to do that again. Sorry. I'm going to just stick that on, and I'm going to square this all up and make sure everything is centered, and then push that down. That's better. All right, and now my magnet is in perfect placement, and now I can cover this with paper, and you'll have that magnetic closure to hold your little album. All right, so you do have some space in there for pictures, embellishments, but again, I would probably hold off on the foam adhesive. You could probably get away with the thin foam adhesive. I mean, I would try, because you know I love my foam adhesive, but keep the foam adhesive and the dimension for the outside of your cover. But that is how quick and easy. And now we have this great little folio, the page with a gatefold here. Then we can open this one up. We've got the gatefold here. And then, of course, we have the accordion on the top. All right. So lots of opportunities for 4x6 pictures, 3x4s, and just to make a cute little album that could showcase a special event, a special person, a baby. So much fun. But how cute is that? Simple, simple, simple. So that is it. I mean, that is how simple these folios are. I think the hardest part is probably getting those magnets on, but honestly, once you do one, it's so easy to do. All right, so that is the Dreamer folio. I like that one. I think I need to make more of those ones. And then, like I said, the accordion folio is super easy. This is that decorated one that Michelle did. Just gorgeous, using Nature's Haven from 49 and Market. And then, like I said, we do have the expanding folio, the wallet folio, the gatefold folio. There's also a 6x6 folio, or more or less 6x6 album. So many different opportunities, and we are getting more. We actually have an exclusive coming. I'm just saying, just an exclusive. I'm whispering because it's a secret. But you can look forward to that. All right, so that is it, everyone, for Fun Friday. Thanks for tuning in to kind of check out the new quick folios. They are on our website now, and we are getting more in. All right, so you're going to see us using this and a lot more because these are so easy. Love them. All right, everyone, have yourself a wonderful day. I hope to see you all at 3 p.m. Here on our Facebook page. It will be in the Facebook, not our YouTube channel. You have to join us live on our Facebook page for our Flash Friday sale. All right, so we've got a flash sale happening, and it's a good one. It's got some great deals, up to 70% off. And if you did not see the posting, just go back. I think we posted the information yesterday with all the kind of guidelines for our flash sale, so you can check that out. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we'll see you later on. Bye.